In this video tutorial, we'll be looking at FireFly, which is the web-based version of Kurzweil 3000. I've gone to fireflybykurzweil.com and I'm going to enter a student. We have tstudent_mpc, and all of our passwords are mpc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you enter your username, your password, and then you click on Go. So now you're going to be looking at your users directory in the Universal Library. As we're just doing something very simple here, we're going to go to the private folder where I have stored a file. I click on it, and I'm going to open up FireFly Introduction. This will take a minute depending on the speed of your internet connection. So our document has loaded, and now we're going to take a look at some of the different things we can do in FireFly. This is all web-based. It only works if you have an internet connection, and depending on the size of your file, it can take quite a while to load. The first thing we're going to look at is our Options button. When you move your mouse over Options, you have a couple, actually 5 different categories. First of all is speed, reading speed. Faster. Now let's try that. And we click on
FireFly options, reading speed, unit mode, voice toolbar, location back.
Okay, goes pretty fast. So I'm going to go back to Options, make it slower. To make it normal, under reading speed, I'm going to click play.
Location back, play forward, tool selection, select text, highlight text, erase highlights.
Okay. That's reading speed. Unit is the how far it will read until you have to prompt it again by either going forward or back or hitting play. Let's just leave it at the default of sentence, and I will show you why later. This makes more of a difference when you're trying to go fast forward or reverse. So this is your unit mode. So if I'm trying to go forward or back, depending if my unit, if I'm doing it by sentence or paragraph, it will fast forward by unit or and it could go by sentence or paragraph depending on how fine I want to make it. Another way to get to where you want to go is to double click on a word, and it will start right there. Another option, mode, continuous, self-paced, word by word. We recommend you keep it a continuous. Self-paced would mean that every sentence you would have to click the play button again. Word by word would mean every word that you wanted read, you would have to click the play button. And next we have our different voices. You have a choice of 5 voices. For example, Julie. And when you do click these, they do take a while to load.
Toolbar, location back, play forward, tool selection, select text.
There's an example of Julie. Let's see, in Violetta. Takes a minute to load. Okay, the reason that is in a Spanish accent is because it's reading Spanish. So Violetta would be for any kind of Spanish translation. We have Bridget.
Translation.
Now Bridget is the English from the United Kingdom. So those are our 5 choices. The last Violetta or Violetta being the Spanish translation. Also too, you can change your toolbar location. Bottom of the screen. Moves it to the bottom of the screen, and top of the screen moves it to the top of the screen. Okay, next We have the tool selection. The default with the arrow, select text, which we're doing. You can also highlight text. So I can click on highlight and highlight in blue. Or I can highlight in green. Purple. Or yellow. We have the zoom. The default is to check here, and it fits the width of the page, but you can also use it to zoom in depending on your own needs and personal preference. And you can always check right there and it will go to the default. Oh, also under erase highlights, I can click here to erase a highlight.
Highlights.
And I click across the eraser to erase the highlights. Okay. Next, the dictionary. Notice I'm still in the erase tool selection. I've got to click up here to get back to the select text. So I click on toolbar and I'm going to the dictionary, which will give me definitions. Notice it's downloading it from the web, so sometimes it does take a little bit for it to load. It gives us in this screen a dictionary definition that you can hit play and it will read it to you.
Toolbar. Noun. A row of icons on a computer screen that activate commands or functions when clicked.
Again, that's Bridget's voice. I hit the X to get rid of it. That's in the dictionary. Some of these are really nice, as they will have quite extensive dictionary entries. Now note voice, noun, it gives us quite a number of possibilities. Idioms, origin, all depends on the word. And then the last one is translation. So if I want to know what the word voice, I'm going to translate this. I'm going to translate the tech language. This obviously is English. I'm going to translate to Spanish. And we click translate. Give it a minute. And we get the Spanish translation on the right hand side. Now on a lot of these, there's a little bit of a delay. You'll notice when you click on anything to read or to translate, remember this is being delivered across the internet. So there are going to be delays. Okay, to get rid of any of these windows, also down here you can click play and it will play your translation as well. Again, please wait. And it just read us the Spanish translation. Okay. All right. Now a couple more things. This is a single page document. Okay. If we go back to the Universal Library, back to library, we're going to look at another example. Takes a minute. I'm going to go to the library at home. I'm going to go to some classic literature. Let's choose some European history. And again, we're downloading. And FireFly will read RTF and text and Kurzweil file. So these are the documents from the German surrender documents from World War II. Okay, so we're taking a look at this file because we're looking at multiple page files. Now notice on the bottom here it's page 1 of 32. We can go to a page by clicking here and saying let's go to page 11. Now we're on page 11. Notice we have a forward to go to the next page, page 12, or back to go to page 10. That's how you navigate through these longer documents. Okay, well that's a quick overview of the major components, of all the components that are currently available with FireFly. This is a web-based product, so things will change and things will be updated. These are all the features available as of June 2012, and I'm sure that will change in the months to come.